Hi, this is Simon from CramTheExam. In this video we're going to have a look at the answers to the exercise which you can find in the link just below this video. But before we have a look at the exam question, first of all I'd like to say that these excellent materials were found at flojo.com, which is the place on the web for Cambridge exam preparation. So after you check your answers, go to flojo.com to do more exam questions. Okay, the exam question. Did you do the exam question and exam conditions? Have you got the text and answers in front of you now? Did you have a look at the links in the description below, which gives you excellent help and advice about how to do the question? Okay, then let's have a look at your answers. For question number 1, if we have a look at the context, this gap is before a quantifier of some kind, and that is much. So we're looking for a word which modifies or gives us an idea of how much that we should drink, or not drink in this case. And here, the correct modifier to modify much is too. Don't drink too much. For question number 2, we have to be aware of the language patterns that we have when we meet and encounter calm down. We can either use calm down as an instruction, for example, calm down, or we can introduce, in this case, this is what we have to do, introduce a reflexive pronoun in between the elements of the phrasal verb. So in this case, it's calm yourself down. For question number 3, we have to choose the correct relative pronoun which connects the information before the gap with the information that follows the gap. And here we're talking about something. So we've got two options given the particular language and sentence structure that we've got here, and that we can either say which or we can say that. Both are absolutely fine. For question number 4, the thing that's missing is the subject. Start with the ones who can do easily. Well, of course, this article is giving you advice, which is why the answer is you. Start with the ones that you can do easily. For question number 5, we understand from the context that this sentence is establishing or talking about some kind of hypothetical situation, what you should do in the event that people are writing furiously in the exam and you don't know what to do. In this case, given this particular context, we got a choice of two possible answers. We can either say if, or we can say when. For question number 6, the aim is quite simple. You have to choose the correct question word to put into the gap which fits the context of what's being discussed here. And the context of what's being discussed here is what the other people wrote about in their tests, in their exams. In that case, the question word is quite simple. What? For question number 7, we need to choose a word which introduces some kind of hypothetical situation, but a hypothetical situation which talks about a rather negative aspect. In other words, that you really do want to frighten yourself. And here the context rather suggests that you don't want to frighten yourself and possibly do worse in any future exams. The question is, what is that word that introduces perhaps a negative hypothetical situation? The answer is unless. For question number 8, you're looking for the word which completes the expression, and this particular expression means most importantly. What's that missing word? Above all. Okay, I hope you managed to get most, if not all, of the answers correct. If you'd like to see more videos which cover the free and public available exam questions on the internet, then check out our Facebook page and YouTube channel. If you want to do exam questions from the leading course books like Gold, Expert and Ready 4, then please go to CramTheExam.com, where, for the cost of 1 hour's work with a teacher, you can get a month's access to all the video teaching resources for all of the course books we have on the site. That's right, one small monthly payment and access to everything at CramTheExam.com.